Experience is very, very important in medical cases. Medical malpractice is an error by a healthcare provider. It can be a nurse, doctor, hospital, therapist, whomever.
Under our laws in Pennsylvania, medical malpractice is measured by whether or not a doctor or another healthcare provider comports themselves with something called the standard of care. The standard of care for the rest of us is simply whether or not the doctor or the healthcare provider has done their job. If they fail to do their job, their full job and their complete job for you, and you're hurt, then you've likely been the victim of medical malpractice.
As a practical matter, the cases that can be pursued are limited to ones in which there are very, very serious injuries or deaths. Most of our cases, frankly, are settled before trial. I think largely because they're prepared adequately. We prepare every single case just like we're going to take it into a courtroom, because that's what we plan to do eventually. The defendants, the doctors, the hospitals, and other healthcare providers know that at the end of the day, if they're not resolved favorably, they're going to end up in a courtroom with a serious case confronting them.
An important case that comes to mind is a medical negligence case where I, through the work that I was able to do for my client, successfully resolved her case. And what that meant for her was taking her from a place where she was confined to a wheelchair and living in government housing because she couldn't work, she was injured so badly, to a place where she's now living in her own home that she built with the proceeds of her case. And I know, as her lawyer, that she'll be okay for the rest of her life within the context of her disability, and that the work that I did for her will allow her to live a better life, a more meaningful life, and a happier life.
The law is one area, and in particular medical malpractice cases is one area where experience really, really does matter.
Pribanic and Pribanic is the best law firm for your case because we have a comprehensive team of employees and lawyers.
At this stage of the game, I would say that we've handled virtually every single kind of medical negligence claim that is out there in the world. We know what experts to use, we know how to formulate and process the cases, and we know how to get appropriate results and what they ought to be in those cases. I've had many, many, many satisfactory cases. I've done cases that are relatively modest cases that are very, very important for the clients. And on the other hand, I've done cases involving multi-million-dollar resolutions on behalf of children injured at birth, people that are paralyzed, and others who needed every cent that we obtained for them. Every single case we do is notable for the client, and they're notable to us for that reason as well.